Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I'm doing a whole series on You Asked, Ken Answers, and I'm here at this awesome place, YouTube Studios. They've invited us to come down every month and utilize the studios to do some awesome Q&A. Also videos, and you're going to see some of that with some of my students, Tori Matu, Sarah Loera, Mickey Black. You know, we've got a whole slew of people that are going to come in and do some fun videos for you. I have a series called You Asked, Ken Answers. So I'm going through people from all over the world asking questions about singing. So I'm going to continue doing that. The next singer or person, her name is Kelly from the UK. She says, "I get discouraged when I try to sing. Do you have any tips?" Yeah, that's a tough one, huh? I can't tell you how discouraged I got when I was trying to learn to sing. In fact, I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit. I kid you not. You'd think, wait a minute, you're like, ninja sensei Ken Tamplin. No, really, there was many times I wanted to quit. And here's the reason why. I would try and I'd work on my voice, and I didn't seem to get any better. And it seemed like no matter how hard I tried, I didn't get any better. And there were maybe little moments where I could sing a little bit of, some Robert Plant or Paul Rogers or Lou Gramm or some of my favorite singers, but it didn't last long, and there was no longevity to it, and there was not much stamina or even power necessarily. All of it was really throaty. I just felt like I was just choking off my throat when I sang, and if I tried to sing high notes, I couldn't sustain them. And so I learned about the voice, and so I began a journey on studying the voice over the years. And what happened was, little by little, I started unlocking the mysteries of singing, and it wasn't easy. And like I've said before, I've taken from a lot of vocal coaches over the years, and I've studied the voice a lot. And what one guy would say something, vocal coach would say something, another vocal coach would say something contradictory. Who do you believe, And all I could do is beat it up night after night, day after day, and try and true and see what worked and what didn't work. So I actually have a singing course. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, and I cover this journey, 35, 40 years of singing. I cover this whole journey on all the components that it took for me to understand how to trust information and how to do this. And I got less and less discouraged the more I saw my progress. Now, let's talk about that for a second, because a lot of people think, wow, I should just, be Hercules and just keep going, great, great, great. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Singing, or learning how to sing, is like a good stock in the stock market. You kind of go up a little bit, and then you kind of come down, and you're, oh no, did I lose everything I made over here? But then it goes up again a little bit more. And over the course of 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, a year, you look at the stock, and the stock is like, the stock grew, I grew. You might not even at the year level go, gosh, did I really grow that much? But then you look back and see how much you did grow. You're like, wow, okay, so if I keep doing this and I understand I get good information, will I continue to get better exponentially like this? And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. I can say that. I can put my hand up and say, you will get better like this. But you have to have quality information. You have to have consistency. Even when you don't feel like singing, or even when you're kind of bummed out, you got to keep chipping away at it, chipping away at it, chipping away at it. I know this to be true because, as I've said this a billion times, I'll say it 1,000,001. As a guitar player, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't kill me for saying this. I'm going to mention his name. His name's Lanny Cordola. I used to go over to my guitar teacher's house, and my lesson was on Saturdays, right, in the morning, early, 9 o'clock. And he had a trailer park that he lived in a not a bad one, like that sounds trashy, but in a nice area, Santa Fe Springs, California. And he would always have played a show the night before, and sometimes like have to kick out the girls, and and I mean not just one, maybe two. Really weird. Sorry, it's tacky to say that, but it's the truth. Just to get my guitar lesson, right? Anyway, so I'd be learning licks from this guy, and he was a phenomenal guitar player, and I would just be so frustrated because I'd try so hard and I couldn't get it. This is guitar now, not singing. Guitar. Singing is even more temperamental, and I would go in and get this lick, and this is way before YouTube when you could just sit there and watch the guy over and over again. I would just go in, watch him once, make a tape of it, go home, practice. Just like my vocal workouts, I'd go to a coach. I didn't get the benefit of like all of this crazy great technology where you could see me doing it. I show you exactly how to do it. I show you how my students do it, on and on and on. This is way back in the day. So, but I did see progress. Little by little, and I just kept doing it with repetition and doing it the right way, making sure my technique was good. And over time, I became a really good guitar player. I think I'm as a good guitar player as I'm a singer. So for those of you out there that don't know that, guitar was my first instrument, and then singing came second to me. So anyway, please try not to get discouraged. It's okay to get discouraged, but don't let that overshadow your ambition and your desire and passion to be a good, strong singer. Because if you do, you're gonna give up on everything in life, and everything's gonna mull you over. Just steamroll you right over. You've got to keep up. Someone knocks you down, get back up again. What's that Pat Benatar, knock me down, it's all in vain. I get back up on my feet again. Get back up on your feet and do it again and do it again. And after a while, true story, you're gonna look around at your peers that you thought were better than you. In fact, here's a funny story for you about that. I love how this always it reminds me of Slumdog Millionaire, for those of you who've never seen it, where it reminds you of something that's happened in your life. My student Sarah Loera, who's awesome, who was a bartender, and she wanted to become a singer. She was already a singer, singing in punk bands and stuff and whatever, and I'm not belittling what she did before. I'm just talking about her own passion and her own strengths and success and desire to keep moving forward. I remember there was a specific singer, and I don't want to mention names, but there was a girl at a well-known place that Sarah works at now. And she venerated this girl, like, oh, she's so awesome, she's so awesome. She would do this with teachers and stuff too. And so I said, she's a little better than you, or maybe she's not even better than you. You might be as peers on the same plane. And she goes, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I said, no, seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, this isn't a pep talk. It's not like, we can do it, no, it's like, seriously, like. And so little by little, as she chipped away at it, she just like blew doors on this gal. And now Sarah can just sing effortlessly for hours and hours on end, whatever she wants to sing in the tonal qualities she wants to sing it in. But Sarah put in the time. Sarah did the work. Sarah took the technology. Sarah did the course. Sarah just really went out there she just went on 10 and she just went for it. Well, it's sort of like life. Anything that we want to do to be great at life, we're going to get discouraged, but to give up means that we forfeit our dreams and we forfeit the things that are going to make us happy and whatever. So I just encourage you, hold the line, do the homework, get out there and bust some butt. If you want to get my course, it'll really help you. If not, I have tons of free tutorials on YouTube. But get out there and do the work, and I promise dividends will pay in the end like a good stock. All right, thank you for joining me, Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get notified when I have a new cool video come out, you need to go to my channel and click on this little bell icon, and it will actually notify you every time I have a video come out. Thanks guys.